Yo guys, what's up? It's T-Bot here, and today we have a pretty special important video for you guys, and this is going to be on the next Town Hall 11 2015 to 2016 update in Clash of Clans. So what we know right now is that Clash of Clans is working on Town Hall 11 in their headquarters. We just don't know what's going to be coming out in the next update. And I want to say that we're going to be going over some of these ideas in this video, so be sure to hit the like button down below. Supercell is going to be notified every single time you like this video. So if you like this video, let's say 10,000 times, they will be notified 10,000 times on Twitter. They might even implement some of these ideas in the next update, so be sure to go ahead and like the video down below. Anyways, let's get into the first few updates. I'm really excited to share this video with you guys. So the first idea is going to be barracks level 11. I don't want to focus on the Dark Elixir barracks just because they've been focused on a lot recently, and I want to focus on the Elixir troops. So the barracks level 11 will be blue, and it's going to be a completely new, different troop. So every time they release a barracks, a new troop comes out. So this troop could be anything you guys want. You guys can leave a comment down in the comment section down below. Tell me what you want this Elixir troop to be like. If you want it to be a Dark Elixir troop, it doesn't really matter, but the barracks level 11 is a pretty cool idea that I think could be implemented in the next update. It's got a blue level theme to it, and I think that goes along with the level 11 walls that Clash of Clans implemented last year in the update, and I think that goes very, very well with it. You guys can see it on the screen right now, but if you guys have any other suggestions on what some of the troops should be like in the barracks, you guys can leave it in the comment section. So the next update idea is going to be a brand new defensive building unlocked at Town Hall 11. So if you think about it, Town Hall 9 had a brand new defensive building, and that was the Expo. So you could set it to air and ground or just ground, and when you unlock Town Hall 10, you could have an Inferno Tower, and that was to single or multiple. And now I'm thinking with Town Hall 11, you could have a brand new defensive building. Either you can set it to single, multiple, or you can set it to air and ground, depending on what the defensive building is. I'm really thinking that they're going to go with a brand new defensive building just because they did it for the last two Town Halls, and I think it would make sense if they were to implement it in Clash of Clans. I really don't know what the strategy or what type of building they're going to be putting in the new update, but I know there's going to be a brand new defensive building, and I hope it's cool. And some of the buildings that they could implement would be along the lines of a freeze tower, maybe a witch tower. A freeze tower would be kind of like an air sweeper before the ground. It would freeze some of the enemy's troops. So let's say there were some giants attacking a wall. They would have to be backed up a little bit more, sort of like the air sweeper, and it would just take more time for them to attack enemy buildings and things along that nature. Also, a witch tower could spawn skeletons every time a certain troop gets near it. But that's it for the defensive building. That's the only thing I could think of. If you guys have any more ideas, leave them down in the comment section along with the rest of these ideas. The next Clash of Clans idea is to have something along the lines of a layout editor for troops. Let's say you like to train up Go Wipe, but you hate training up the army composition over and over and over, let's say 5 times a day. It's really annoying and it's really tedious. Well, now you can save some of these troop compositions in your layout editor, or let's say the troop editor, and then you could just train it whenever you want. You just click, let's say, 2 buttons on the side of your screen. There would be another button which would bring you to the troop editor, and then you could pick which composition you would want to use that day. Let's say you want to use the Go Wipe instead of the Barch Army composition. You could click that instead of the Barch Army composition, and then it would start training the troops immediately. I think that's something actually really cool that Clash of Clans has probably not thought of, and I think that a lot of people would benefit from this new idea. This would definitely help the higher level players train army compositions faster, easier, and better than ever before, and I think that Clash of Clans should be working on this as soon as possible. People train up multiple army compositions a day, and if they could just choose out of one button instead of pressing, let's say, 24 buttons at a time, that'd be so much better. The next idea is a brand new hero. Not a wizard prince, not a goblin hero. A brand new hero that no one has thought of. Supercell really needs to get on the case about this hero because there have not been any ideas that actually make sense for the game. The only idea that I think could make sense for the game would be, let's say, the Witch Hero. The Witch Hero sounds actually really cool instead of the Goblin Hero, because the Goblin Hero would only attack, let's say, storages, and it would take so much time for the Goblin Hero to actually get to those storages. But for the Witch Hero, she would just spawn massive skeletons, and let's say for the ability, the skeletons would increase their damage. So this would be similar to the Barbarian King's Iron Fist ability and the Arch Queen's Invisibility Cloak. Also, I'm thinking that the skeletons and maybe the Witch Queen could actually be upgraded to, let's say, level 40 or maybe even level 50. I'm also thinking that the Barbarian King and Arch Queen could be upgraded to level 50 in the next update. They could be upgraded by 10 levels because I believe there's a 10 level difference between Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10 in terms of how many levels you can upgrade each hero. So the following idea will be the gem mine, and I kind of said this in my last Town Hall 11 video, and I said that the gem mine would give you 3 to 5 gems per day. It could not be upgraded only to level 1. So it would stay at level 1 forever. People could not take abuse of the gem mine, and some people thought that Supercell would lose thousands of dollars a day if you had a gem mine. Well, I think that I would actually disagree with that opinion, just because it would be just like adding another shrub to your base. Instead of adding a shrub and getting 5 gems, you would have a gem mine and get 5 gems a day. So this would definitely be really cool, and in terms of what it would look like sort of like an elixir collector, or they could design it themselves. I'll have a picture on the screen right now in terms of what it'll look like. You'll collect this in the morning, you'll get 5 gems along with collecting the rest of your gold and elixir, and I think that's a really good reward for some of these clashes that have been along for a very long time. This could be unlocked at Town Hall 11 or maybe even Town Hall 10, it depends. Maybe needed at a lower Town Hall just because a lot of gems are used at lower levels as well. So the next cool update idea is to re-add the Waterfall in Clash of Clans. So a lot of you guys don't know, when the game first came out, there used to be a Waterfall in 2012. They took it out later that year, I believe. I don't know why they took it out exactly, but it looks really cool. It'll be on the screen right now. It just had water. I believe it was on the right-hand side of your screen, so you could see it at any base when you visit their base. But now they have like a sea on the bottom left-hand side instead of the Waterfall. But I really suggest adding in the Waterfall once again, or maybe some other thing for the layout editor. But even if they don't do that, they could add in a natural landmark in the background of the layout. I really liked when Clan Wars first came out, they added in like a volcano in the background of the layout. They could add in some more trees or something like that, water on the left-hand side. Maybe the whole village could be surrounded by water, sort of like Boom Beach, but I think that would be copying off Boom Beach. But if you guys have any more ideas for sort of what the layout should look like in the future, you guys can add that in the comment section down below as well. So another revolutionary idea is the Clash of Clans Marketplace. I have never ever heard of anybody else discussing the Clash of Clans Marketplace ever before, and this is a very, very cool idea. So the Clash of Clans Marketplace is sort of like the shop in between players. You could share resources, buy and sell resources, you could trade troops, you could trade buildings, you could trade statues, not buildings, but like statues and things like that. In between different players, you would have a little building like half of an army camp, also like a building on top of that where you could trade different things, and I'll have a picture on the screen right now. Most of these pictures are from my Instagram. You could follow me on my Instagram. I'll have different pictures like these on my Instagram as well, so go ahead, follow me at tboutyt. They're really cool pictures, but anyways, getting along with the update idea, you could buy and sell different things, and I think that would really increase like the variety of what you could do in Clash of Clans instead of just buying and gemming resources. The next update idea is going to be loot obstacles. So obstacles right now in the game consist of shrubs. Let's say they're bushes, they're different trees, but now you can unlock some of these loot obstacles, such as the gold supply and the elixir supply, and maybe even the dark elixir supply. So right now, there's a picture of my Instagram on the screen right now. You can see that there's like a little golds box on the left and an elixir supply on the right-hand side. This looks really cool. This would unlock, let's say, 15,000 gold and 15,000 elixir. You get this once a week, and I think this would be really cool, similar to a gem box, but more like more loot related, and this would definitely add variety to the game, as well as the last update idea that I just said. So I've really never heard anybody else talking about these loot obstacles, but I think that this could be possibly implemented in the next Clash of Clans update, and I think this would definitely revolutionize things in the game. So the next update idea in Clash of Clans that I have sort of a general concept for is going to be this idea. And this idea is actually going to be the spell protection. So spell protection would be like a building in the game that would allow for some of the certain spells that the enemy troop or the enemy attacker uses on your base not to work. So if you place this building in like a certain area of your base, the spell, or let's say the lightning spell, would not be able to penetrate through that area, and that would be really effective where the air defenses are. So let's say you place this building where the air defenses are, the lightning spell would just stop in the middle of its range, and it would just not attack that building. It would say error. The spell, let's say the spell, like anti-spell building is in the area, you have to deploy it somewhere else. So that pretty much wraps up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like the video up so Supercell can see this on Twitter. Every time I tag them in the video, they will see this video, so please go ahead, like the video, share this with your friends on Twitter, Facebook, whatever social media accounts you use. Also, follow my Instagram at tbotyt. On Instagram, you can see some of the pictures that I post, which are really cool update ideas. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
On the rail, homie, on the rail, tell me how you feel. Everything I spit is gold, like I got a grill. Bet you people talking thought I'd sell out